they double down, they triple down, they don't care. They're gonna keep doing the same play that works until it doesn't.
In better shape, got a new hairstyle, looking drippy. He's living his life, bro. Now just needs to win a fucking match.
On the C side of the map, and for EG, they're posturing towards a full C split.
We have the lowest waylay pick at 5%. Are we adapting the slowest, or do we already know waylay shit?
And the Q is just going to be Ye relaying all this information that the Neon stun.
Either we're late to the party or one step ahead.
Asuna pushing up.
And so this is the adjustment from Evil Geniuses. They give up on the A main fight. Maybe they re-clear it later. Maybe they just hold it.
Oh my god, again Asuna.
It's one of the big rifles that EG bought up into this round. Icy sitting on the only other one with that Guardian. But all members of 100 Thieves already here because of that A control that they gathered early on.
Icy?
Nice shot.
A very nice shot. Icy taking one. The only real gun left on the side of the attack.
This round's over.
Superman relieving some of that pressure towards the A side. I mean,
ooh.
That's real tough with the Guardian that close like that.
6 rounds on defense.
Kill from EU though. Like,
yeah.
If we're honest, I mean, all Icy sees there is a shoulder, and he dies behind the wall. Superman.
Still a gap. Carrier garage window as Boostio comes swinging.
That's 3.
Holy.
There was a chance there, but EU, he settles it for the rest of 100 Thieves. And
wrap this shit up. So you guys are saying MIBR has a chance for G2. Yeah, pass that shit. Pass that shit right now, dude.
Yay.
Out of your fucking mind.
Gets caught. Swinging through that smoke.
It's a really nice shot from Boostio as well.
I like the thought out round though from 100 Thieves of Boostio putting it.
Bow. What's happening out there?
On short, so like all he has to do is focus on long. Doesn't have to worry about that Omen TPing across, or if Ye did decide to just lurk through. It's proactivity though. The Sova ultimate.
The Sova ult, the crunch down be long.
1 for 1.
Again, it's a 1 for 1.
Very slow.
His ult tries to get a little bit of info on the defense.
The fuck is Asuna still long, eh?
Hey, should know you're there.
Nah, Asuna's playing a different game. Look at this dude.
Asuna stays alive.
He is not playing Valorant.
A drone to re-clear towards grass. They're gonna double down on A.
They see your head! Ooh. Fuck!
There's a deposit of Icy here. This is something that's new. A new look from EG, and it does work.
Wow, they actually won that.
Where they find success.
Yep. Live or die by A site. But that one little change though, Ye being a part of the pack and Icy being the lurk this time around.
Well, I think another big
wait,
part of the
EG not done with this game yet?
From 100 Thieves to call it in that round. After there's been so much investment, so much focus on fighting for A main.
Yeah.
It was a cool trap idea. The Sova ult, they fight down window. It just wasn't enough.
The thing is this is 100 Thieves' identity on this defensive side is just taking pushes onto the attackers.
Hello.
And they understand that EG, when they're set up to do these site executes, it's clean, man. Like, the synergy is there. It looks like EG actually dry run all their strats on the attacking sides. So just not wanting them to actually get in those spots where they can get set up, get into a post plant.
4-man C hit.
Back to A main aggression from the defense.
Waylay ults.
Boosty playing C by himself. And yeah,
here we go.
Close by. But for all intents and purposes, he is alone right now.
He's staying in, trying to outplay the drone. He's gonna get hit by that ultimate. Oh, he just dodges it.
There's a lot of help here. I mean, you're gonna have them TP out onto site, fully committing onto this C hit.
Oh my god, they have it.
Reinforcements at the ready though for the defense. Last round of the half.
Asuna has ult.
Another whiffed ult. Yeah, it is. The
I'm blind. Wait, the cover. Everyone's dead. What? Here we go, and we all died.
That's what I'm saying. EG, their site.
The crowd misses ult again? How? There's no way.
Really find an opening. It seems like
did he actually miss his ult?
Is covered.
They're all on site though.
In the post plan as well. It's just too much to handle. That's why 100 Thieves were playing so aggressive on their defensive side, trying to disrupt.
He did miss it, but how? I wonder where he ulted. There's like 4 guys in sight. Oh, he did the clear back side.
On the sentinel roll, but
I see.
The defensive side is where EG
I see now.
The most, Doug.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's fine. is he laughing like that, the caster? All fun and games until you whiff too.
11 hits.
Is he allowed to laugh like that? Oh. Symphony Orchestra of a whiff. What the fuck are we talking about here, brother? I missed a couple of shots.
Towards the B door.
CS clip?
It's like 2016, I think. Dust 2, so Tarek boosts himself up on the CT box.
Bro, first of
allows
all,
the
this is
Ts
taken
to
out of
work
proportion.
their way up towards the B doors and window, and then delivers this Symphony Orchestra of a
Symphony Orchestra of a whiff. What the fuck are we talking about here, brother? I missed a couple of shots here and there.
whiff.
All right, maybe more than a couple. Like, fuck, dude. What? Why is he laughing like that, the caster? Why is he laughing like that? Brother. Is he allowed to laugh like that? Does anyone know if the caster is allowed to laugh like that?
In defense of North America, I counted at least 11 hits. Just add insult to injury. Even the USP.
Nah, fuck this guy. It's all fun and games until you whiff too, bitch. My whiffs don't define me.
Let's talk.
If you get placed in Ascendant, can you boost me out of diamonds?
From 100 Thieves. What can we
I
expect?
can't guarantee you
Is it
anything,
gonna be
bro.
A lot of this fast-paced aggression.
I gotta get myself out
It's a lot
first.
to handle. I mean, it's already a fast
Here we go.
aggression into the B site. They're gonna have this for free, and EG.
It's a fake.
It's a fake.
It's a fake?
But listen, Doug, EG have struggled with retaking on this map. You saw that the most against Furia.
The trip gets caught. Now you know it's a split towards C. There's a
Oh,
lot to do
goodness
with Furia.
gracious.
He cannot fight back.
Wait, as soon as going up 1 HP?
Really nice shot.
With 1 HP? Oh!
Almost connects onto the second.
Like a fish in the
That take is
water?
brutal.
Good damage done. I don't know if it's going to be enough here, though. All 3 members are grouping up in this garage. That cam is going to see them.
I like that smoke down long to suggest that that might be where they're coming from, but all
Blind.
presence garage.
You still have paranoia?
This late in the round.
What the
that's
fuck was that
insane.
jump?
Now they know where they all are. You mentioned that Evil Geniuses
Oh.
have struggled on retakes, and that might continue to be the case. Superman and Nature, side by side, settling numbers down.
How is this
Xander gets it
close?
Down to 1. Cryo 22 HP. Time is short.
Oh my god,
Almost
wait.
It's Cryo who
It was
saves
actually
the
kind of
game for 100
close,
Thieves.
all things
I mean, for
considered.
a second, I thought Nature was going to get that. I mean, he's been so good in these 1v whatever scenarios.
Is it fish in
He's
a
so
barrel
quick
or
on
fish in the
wide
water?
swings. This map, he's been a little bit quiet.
You are
But
waylay
that
only to
fast-paced
Radiant run?
aggression because of the double
No,
duelist, I mean,
we're doing
they
a just
tap in
hitting
and go
Radiant
back
run.
garage. Asuna
Waylay
still
to
somehow
Radiant,
gets
what are
the
we
pick.
talking about?
Fast trade here from Derek, but the damage was already done. The site was already gathered without even using paranoia. It's going to be another C look from 100 Thieves.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Use this site early on.
I need more
Maybe
sayings
that'll
like that.
open up
Give me some
of
more.
that defaulting.
You guys give me some
later
more,
half.
I'll start cycling through them. My favorites, at least.
Well, they're making plenty of noise.
Damn.
Yay continues. to
Like
be
a,
good.
Crispy.
like a candy from a baby.
One of the bright spots for this Evil Geniuses roster.
Alright, that did not hit. It did not.
Yeah, with that paranoia being used as well from the rotations of EG, everybody from 100 Thieves has to back up. There has been a deposit of Icy into short A here, though.
He's got a classic.
Yeah, I would much rather have a shorty in this scenario.
Literally anything but that.
I mean, you never know, though. I mean, if he can get one here, maybe EG can crawl back into this.
It doesn't look like he's going to be tested.
Yeah, and I think 100 Thieves have an idea that somebody could be here.
Okay,
That's why
fuck,
Xander
this chat is
so
distracting.
cautiously watching the flank. They're going to re-wrap short A here. But again, Icy could be the difference maker here for Evil Geniuses.
Well called by Boostio there. After having lost Asuna, now they're going to try to re-clear short.
Icy's playing it so well, he snuck
Wait, he's
back.
gonna re-sneak. The re-sneak.
So position still concealed.
The re-sneak. I was aware.
Are they expecting him? Are they looking for him? Cryo looking away at just the wrong time.
Oh my
Shield is the
god.
difference maker.
No way.
That was a big chance.
Insane. For as well as he played that, for that to be how it ends is tough. But they've got to fight at this. It's got left in a 1v2. He's still got
Oh
the
my
sheriff
god.
in
Why
hand.
is it close?
That's now a couple of close rounds that are just barely squeaking by for 100 Thieves, but that might be all it takes.
Man, the power of ISO. And I just feel like in this moment when Icy already has the flank, there's no real need for Ye to also be that, you know, that second lurk over there.
Oh.
Maybe the firepower, if he was within the squad, the trades could have gone.
If Icy got that first kill, could have been different.
Even though they were down numbers, they bring it back.
What the fuck?
And they're fully investing into this next round. Yeah, that I don't even want to call it a whiff. It's just
the shield.
Unlucky,
Man.
yeah.
Like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Had he seen anybody else there,
He gets
Yeah.
a
kill.
Here's the A flight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Derek and Icy having to give some of the space
Whoa,
back up.
whoa,
Meanwhile, Cryo
whoa.
crunching in from short. And again, it's a lot
Speaking of
misdirection
aggression, we're
now
going
from 100
C.
Thieves. Both duels making a ton of noise, while the rest of the team and the Spike are going elsewhere. Cam now cleared. Side is theirs.
Post-plant positions are going to be set up here as well, and Cryo is still in spawn. He's
Wait,
gonna
Boostio got
lead these
him.
players
What?
Pushing through A shortly here.
Yeah, he's down. Barrel on the lurk with
Shield this
ISO.
time,
Still.
you're not expecting
Oh
him
my
here.
god. Okay, wrap it
One,
up.
because why would your duelist
Wrap it
still
up.
be back here?
Yeah. 100 Thieves are making this map so chaotic for EG's defense.
Yeah, this is what, 2 rounds now where we've seen both duelists just make a ton of noise and that not be where the hit's headed.
It was the same story on that fracture as well. I mean, maybe not the chamber so much, but Asuna himself
Swing
on
like
that
the
Neon is
wind.
dragging so much gravity. EG
3,
kind of feel like
2,
they have
1.
to deal with them.
Nice and easy, nice and easy.
I mean, I think it's a reasonable thing to expect when you've got
Oh,
your Neon
I
and
didn't
you've
even
got
see
your ISO both showing a lot of presence towards the site. You assume, all right, that's where the hit's probably headed. And so you wonder here, how much longer will it take
Done
for
with
EG to start
EG,
breathing
I
that?
quit, go next.
And is that 100 Thieves fully pull the trigger and send everything towards the site? We've got the mind games fully on display here.
That's exactly what I was going to get into. I'm like, at what point does Potter call the timeout and be like, hey, like,
I mean, this
you
would have
guys
been a
gotten faked
pretty
twice
crazy
already.
win for
Pistol round
EG.
and now the bonus.
But yeah, it's
You
I
gotta be
think
ready for
it's
it.
just hard.
Just
Map
hold
1
your
was their win
spots.
factor,
Commit
right?
to a retake. And the problem
11-10.
is, if you're not
11-10 on
confident in your
fracture costing them the
retake,
game.
you cannot play the defensive side of Haven.
This has been a really cool game plan, a really cool approach by 100 Thieves. And that's netted them a 3-round lead.
And now the solo plays
Icy
begin.
tries to take a little space. He falls. He was the only gun they had.
Like, dying like that can just feel so miserable as well for Icy. It's like he knows he has to be the one that makes the play, and
Right.
you just get shut down so
I know
quickly.
exactly where you are.
Now the Cypher ultimate to really paint the picture for 100 Thieves. They can go anywhere
B's
they
clear.
want right now. It's going to be the B site that Asuna is taking.
EG are close by. They have 4 sheriffs.
Oh,
Boosty sidestepping the sun, just barely. Spike's still not committed.
And look at the layers. I mean, EU took Garage by himself right here. He's going to be a
looking like
late flank
10-6. Looking like 10-6,
onto
people.
Derek. Derek looks like he might have an idea that this is a play.
I think,
Fully
honestly,
wrap around. You might be right.
Oh, he hears it.
Yep.
I would say
But what are you gonna do with the sheriff?
I would be very happy with
In this
myself
spot,
if
they're
I
trying
could
to
bring
fight back
back
in,
Pro
keeping an
City.
eye on the late
I feel
lurk,
like
and now
Pro
the
City
late
would be
lurk's all
really
that's
fun
left.
for
Yeah,
for
he's gonna
NA.
get one. The potential for more, but it's potential unrealized.
and for myself too, honestly.
This one feels like it is once again slipping out.
I
of
feel
the
like
hands of
the
Evil
content
Geniuses
would be like awesome.
It's just a nice 1-3-1 default from 100
I keep
Thieves.
saying that, bro.
Make
I
sure
know.
they
I
don't
just
get
haven't made a
caught
real
off
push
guard by
for
any
it.
of the aggressive peaks from that solo rifle.
What happened to Pro City? Nothing happened. I just like
Boostio
stopped
and
pursuing
definitely
it,
aware that Potter likes to cook up
which
these,
is
you
what
know,
kind of
unique strats
reason
of
why it's not
hero
really,
rifles onto certain
yeah,
players.
popping off.
Something that is rehearsed, something that is practiced on this roster. I have to point out 4 light armors on the side of EG.
But I think it would be really fun
Cryo,
though.
He has that ultimate
Still.
of his own.
There's a lot of presence B here. It's like they're expecting it. Superman.
We gotta
on
bring
top,
it back.
Nature down low. 2 kills found.
Spike down mid.
I mean, those 2 alone may have just won them the round. Barring heroics, barring a miracle from EU, and that won't be it. That won't be the case. EG gets to 7.
Good read.
I mean, great read.
Completely stuffing the front B execute. A lot of people just caught with utility out right there. So 100 Thieves weren't even able to use the ice ultimate, not able to use anything. A complete disruption. The thing is how many times are you going to be put in this spot where there's going to be this walk up on front B? When 100 Thieves start heavily pressuring the extremities, that's when they're
Yeah, we
going to
gotta
be able
do
to
it.
bait out your rotations.
Wait, did EG just win that round? I
It's
just
gonna
fell
be aggressive
asleep.
now for
I did.
EG down
I just fell
C-Long.
asleep.
We saw Icy get punished last time around. Xander, get some info onto him as well.
Yeah, he should have seen that. Yeah, he knows there's someone close by.
I think that's
I
why you
did
see
win that round,
Hunter
but-
speeding up into this garage, understanding that
Let's see now.
usually when you see players down C long,
I saw-
garage is left a little bit weak.
But it's the
I saw-
same approach. It's both duelists being the tip of the spear while the rest of the team isn't there. And think about the utility they showed. They showed the wall. They showed the smoke. They showed a dart.
Now they're just freezing the round. All that pressure from Icy early on,
Did drone the ISO ult?
making 100 Thieves use that drone very, very far back. I mean, you still haven't even cleared out the cubby. Everything right now is looking towards this C hit. No space was gathered by Boostio at A. Now Spike is going to be gathered. No, not gathered yet. Icy, here's the rotation.
What's the plan here? 40 seconds left. They're trying
What's
to
happening
get
right now?
Boosty
Are
up
they going
towards
C?
A.
They're not falling for the rotations anymore. I say that, but I look at the D players, and now I'm getting kind of worried. Now it's obvious, though. Here comes the hit.
Seconds left.
Oh,
Breach is gone.
He stuck it. Oh, he stuck it.
Stuck it. He got classic.
Nature
And then he
gets
got
the best of him.
Icy.
Cryo pops the ult. Icy waiting on the other side.
Oh, one
Just
tap.
Snappy.
Where they have A.
And now the spike. In disarray as it rotates back A.
Wait, Ye's here.
A ton of space has been taken by Boosty. He's got to win that fight out. Now Ye might be the one to secure it.
Where they have A.
And now the spike in disarray as it rotates back A.
Wait, Ye's here.
A ton of space has been taken by Boosty. He's got to win that fight out. Now Ye might be the one to secure it. 9 seconds left, playing behind the cage. He's got to try to stop the defuse, and he can't.
Spike is planted. Spike is planted.
Through. Spike now down. 3v3 as Nature swings back out, trying to reclaim the site.
2v2.
And of course, if
Oh
Cryo keeps
my
things even,
God.
it's gonna have to be Derek.
How
It's
did
gonna have to be
100
Clutch.
Thieves-
He's gotten it down to 1, but Cryo's waiting on the other side. And Cryo
How did
wins
100
it
Thieves
out for
win this
100 Thieves.
round? What the fuck?
Cryo not missing a beat here. But EU, the impact that he's getting
Oh
from these
my
kills, I
God.
mean, how does he get Ye full running? This was ridiculous, by the way.
That
The
was
full commit from Xander, I mean, hats off to you, man. Cryo has not slowed down whatsoever. He's still a monster in the
Yeah,
series.
crowd's going crazy this series.
Such a phenomenal series for himself. 22 and 13 on this map. But it's got to be said, EU is so clutch for this 100 Thieves roster, making it possible for Cryo to be put in a spot where he can get those kills.
The irony of EU hitting that shock dart.
It's all the cam, wow.
How you were calling his name out was
Yeah.
not lost on me.
That shock dart, yeah.
Now a very spread defense from the side of EG. An operator online, though, on the waylay, taking that short A angle.
Is Boostio about to walk in?
The investment that 100 Thieves put on A main on their defensive side, and the fact that they've gone there maybe, once on attack, is just wild.
Yeah.
Here's the op that you mentioned. The knee
Wait, he gave it to
swatted,
him.
and the life taken.
That's tough.
Not ready for an operator at the other end of that.
Boosty's gonna eat a flash. Really nice use of the cage there to buy
Oh,
him a little
the
bit of time, but
scan!
the spam connects.
Holy, what the fuck? Yeah, laid
Ball
out.
now up.
3v5.
Both duelists with spike in hand. Just a tap, waiting for the fight. Ult now drawn out too.
Wiggle, wiggle. No
Slight
hits.
delay, though, but the spike will still be
30 seconds
planted.
left.
Now,
Crowd's making a play.
again, this is where EG struggle, but they have numbers advantage.
Oh, vulnerable.
Crazy. Proactive.
Vulnerable. Vulnerable.
The decay
That
onto
was
the
so
ult.
good. That was so
This is
good.
a 3v5 that they've likely secured.
That was so good.
That's perfect.
That was so good.
Fantastic display.
I don't even blame EG for that. That's just a great heads-up play from 100 Thieves.
Minus
We
5K.
gotta see that again. I
Wow,
was concerned
beautiful,
about the fact that EG were
beautiful.
not flooding behind their own solo.
Beautiful. Look at him. Look
They
at
just weren't close
Bustio.
enough.
Look
They
at
wanted to
Bustio.
have a
He's shaking his
cohesive
head at
retake, but
them. He's shaking his head,
vulnerability
dude.
into the
He's
Hunter's
disgusted.
Fury.
He's disgusted
Attacks
by
two
the
players right
opposition.
away. Insta-killed. No chance, Doug.
Oh my god. That looked bad.
That's the correct play from
You like
EG.
that? You like a little call there? You like a little call in the 35?
That
That was a
is the
used call,
correct play
nice.
from EG. Group up, clear out garage methodically. It's something that they struggled with doing in their last series.
It was good timing on the vulnerable
Their
too.
intuition is just
It was like perfect.
too far ahead right now. EU in the flow state. Cry was hitting every single shot. What an on-the-fly call though from EU. I mean, the impact that this player has had on this roster, you can't praise it enough.
6 of the last 7 rounds going for 100 Thieves.
Almost dinner
entire
time?
half, man. I think this was
Getting
again,
close?
What was it, 6-6 at half?
Yeah.
This thing got out of hand very quickly.
There's just something about these defensive
Damn.
sides of Evil Geniuses that isn't
Tough.
quite clicking, Doug. And it's something that they're going to need to work on if they want
Can you bring it back?
I mean, make it to a playoff. Make it to an international ever again.
Now on the other side of the timeout, it seems like 100 Thieves are poised to go A. An area that, as we mentioned a little bit ago,
98K till 99 money? Where's the party? Where's the house party?
Full aggression down C long. It's an eco. I mean, they've got to try something.
It's the perfect call. From
I got 45 construction. You want to come to mine?
There's only one player here. It's EA. And
he's
he only
playing
has a
off-
sheriff.
He's playing
This
offside
sucks.
too.
Yeah, they're going. They
Offsite
stacked the
with a
wrong side.
sheriff. Right off of the timeout.
You imagine here, some of this is going to be
there a
decided
game
by
after this?
timing,
Yeah.
Because as they've taken all of this space down C long, EG have when's the call to rotate back A? No info B. Now you've got Nature rotating over.
It's
5v5
it just
post?
feels like it's going to be an uphill battle for EG right now with the weaponry that they have.
Supa has his ult. Maybe
Ryo has
reposition after
his.
showing some
Is he gonna use it?
space. The trip has been cleared, so they know there's at least some flank
Yeah,
on the
Waylay.
other side. It's Icy who's caught again.
Spectre.
Once again into this
Dead.
fight, and it's once again a win by
2v4.
Cryo.
GG.
Nature, yay, left to try to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and they can't.
Let's try AG.
13-7.
Well played, 100 Thieves. Let's try AG.
Series has been cleared, so they know there's at least some flank
Yeah,
on the
Waylay.
other side. It's Icy who's caught again.
Spectre.
Once again into this
Dead.
fight, and it's once again a win by
2v4.
Cryo.
GG.
Nature, yay, left to try to pull.
But it hasn't been played in VCT and so, and even on this map at Haven, the defense was
Of noise and Druid's perfect.
GG.
Also, the final ball was good. Matt maintain this
On the side of support.
shine for me. I mean, without the fundies, I lost versus Senti matchup. Yes, he was on Chamber. Not that fair, but still, what a performance.
100 Thieves walk away up 2-0 over Evil Geniuses. We're going to throw it down to Rave on the stage for the Verizon post-match interview with who else but Cryo.
Elm's in the chat. What's good, Elm? How you doing, bro?
I am joined by 100.
Dive me up.
That last game against Sen, I should say. What was the repairs, the things the team was talking about right away?
We just really heavily focused on playing off each other.
It looked a
and
little
just
easy,
playing with teamwork.
to be honest
we're a
with
team that
you.
just kind of trust the process the whole time. So
Trust the
I think the
process.
results will come.
Absolutely. I mean, Thrifty's
I
maybe
heard
results
that.
really happened today, but I want to talk about you. For the past, I'd say, year, you seems like
Cryo
you're
just a
reinventing
humble
yourself.
king,
We've
dude.
seen you on Cypher Haven. We've seen you on a bunch of other things. Jet on the Fracture, Chamber now on the Fracture. What's it been like kind of reinventing yourself from the duelist, but also still kind of playing a role where you have to be up front sometimes?
It's definitely a hard process, to be honest, but I think we just have a pretty special roster where they'll just have me on different agents.
Calling
At
anyone
some
humble
point,
these
I was on
days?
6
I would say
different
Cryo's
agents
humble for
on all 6
sure.
maps, so
Cryo don't talk shit to
it's really hard
nobody.
like change play styles between them, but it's a process for sure.
That's actually my next question. I love that you said that because how does that work with Zix? Is he knows you can play so much. Does he come to you and like, what about this? What about this? Or is it collaborative? You say, I'm feeling something on a preference map.
To be honest, he just comes to me. He's like, "Yo, I wanted to try you on this agent," and yeah, I'm like, "I'm down," you know. So yeah,
That's amazing. What's your favorite right now? What are you really vibing with?
probably ISO.
Okay, the ISO does look good. You have 100 Thieves versus Loud next. How you feeling about Loud? The group's actually looking pretty strong.
I think no matter what, despite our win today,
G2.
we've been feeling super good in scrims, and even our match against Sen. We're just like kind of reaching our peak form, to be honest.
All right. Still building up.
Shit.
Kyle, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations on
GG,
the win.
well
We still got
played.
more games
Congrats,
as well
100
to come.
Thieves.
It's going to be MIBR versus G2. Do not go anywhere. We got more VCT Americas to come.
There's just no way that Aspas can take out an entire G2.
Bro, I only played for 48 minutes. That's how you know it's scary. Yo, what is Tarek's profile picture? What the gooner? What is my profile? Oh.
Meanwhile, this guy's got it on his fucking wallpaper, dude.
Oh.
What? What's this? Shanks reacts to Tarek's profile picture.
Bro, I only played for 48 minutes. That's how you know it's scary. Yo, what is Tarek's profile picture? What the gooner? What is my profile? Oh.
Meanwhile, this guy's got it on his fucking wallpaper, dude.
Oh.
Why is he sitting like that? He looks like a proper lad. That's how I describe him. I don't know about pool day. Wouldn't emo W. Why is bro looking at me like that though? Looking kind of devious, no? The perfect definition of fine, I'll do it myself. As an OG player who spent his childhood behind the monitor grinding 1.6, my heart is melting right now. Thank you for your effort. Man, the shading, the texture, and the outlets. Right.
Yo, what is Tarek's profile picture?
How do I see them? The one with the fan? Oh. Oh. This really does look like Tarek met you. LOL. FR. Ha 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 ha. What a lucky guy. Wait, am I the fan? You or did you meet me? Ironically, I guarantee you that.
So I think even playing the harbor and finding frag again, his his team has done 100 and have like an ice viper.
I'm sorry. I don't have the patience today.
A lot of speculation about
By everyone on the roster, like I knew they were good, but I didn't realize like how good they were. But they all like really good. Like I can trust all of them to like play well and like kill people.
Oh yeah, Verno's on MIBR. I forgot for a second.
when it has been insane.
To be fragging.
Coming in, I mean, they're going.
Honestly,
the clones
putting the health stat aside,
too strong.
Raisin Brand is dude.
Kiss to throw down.
See these two teams go at
Top two at least. Come on.
First time, it's an MIBR, obviously bringing in the big
Waiting.
story of the offseason, Verno from NRG into their roster.
Third, whereas we know what G2 are able to do is.
You weird for that for real? I stay weird.
Coming down off. Falling just short of Bangkok.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to see these two teams go at
Top two at least. Come on.
First time, it's an MIBR, obviously bringing in the big
Waiting.
story of the offseason, Verno from NRG into their roster of Brazilian players. It is madness.
And they're saying the comms are so good. It's literally
Waiting.
there are no bad comms in Basing Say when this guy's on your team. It's all I've heard from them. So let's see it play out here.
Here we go,
The
chat.
IBR will be on the attack side.
0 point already.
Cinnamon
here over
Toast
the
Crunch
A
and
main.
Frosted
That seems like a
Flakes?
real way
Cinnamon
MIBR
Toast
can
Crunch
info wide.
in your
On
top
the
two?
attack side with the Waylay, by the way. In the
Nah, they're both good, but what about Cocoa Puffs?
So far, not too shabby. Good shooting there as Aspas has found a couple. Jonah P staved off.
5v3.
Now trying to sit back behind that special delivery, but Aspas has the angle.
Are you shouting in cereal? Google cereal 4K. I take my cereal serious.
Yeah, Aspas is already on the verge of creating a new duelist meta.
I don't fuck around with my cereal, dude.
The early days of the stage 1 season here. I mean, come on, man. This guy is one of the best, if not the best. Always has been.
Arzine, who's been fantastic in his start to stage 1.
Pretty clean round for MIBR. I didn't see how Aspas entry. I was yapping. Replay. Aspas got 3.
He's been absurd.
And he got 4.
It's a beautiful little 4-piece to kick us
Bunker.
off. Well, we're already getting pretty close to the most convergent parts of the game.
I'd love to see the first bullet fired, insta-kill, just an easy play contacting up through art.
Okay.
You know, typically, like when we see G2 on attack, they'll have the fade to throw some prowlers.
He had a
in,
round. Look at his crosshair, by the way. Has he been on that?
But this MIBR
nice round, guys. That's all he said there. That whole round, that was his comps.
Before this comp switch, running the Sova, now into the fade, very standard. MIBR really only having this 0 point as a tool for that info game with Artzin.
Good time to remember that the hindrance from Waylay does more than just slow
That's
you down.
hilarious.
It affects your fire rate, recoil recovery, equip speed, and reload speed. It is nasty to be hit by. Just keep an eye out for that saturate as Aspas looks to get an edge in these duels.
Anyways.
Stealth drone here, going to go forward, and G2 gamble off the A side.
In the meantime, it's just a fight towards me, Cortezia.
He's the ghost player.
The young headshot machine. So much hype surrounding him. Coming out of Brazil last year, getting this opportunity
Aspas getting
on the
active.
big stage. Well deserved.
Leaf.
Okay, Aspas is clearly feeling it today. And again, G2 make the gamble towards.
Like I was saying earlier, guys, just some of the players out there,
Aspas feeling it.
they're just non-stop,
dude. Try and
dude.
get closer to that ultimate.
Just non-stop, bro. Me, Faker, Aspas, Daewoo.
Snowball building the momentum going.
We've just been the same person for years,
around with some
dude.
form of equity wouldn't hurt. There is a Vandal at play, but it's in the hands of
It's
Aspas.
crazy. It's crazy to think about it, brother. It's crazy to think about it.
Fall soon after. That's 7 kills in 2
during the
rounds.
same
Those
stream
two
is
tracking
crazy
home.
work out of me, by the way.
He's off to the races.
During the same stream is crazy work. Can we agree? Who was here 2 hours ago?
Into the bonus
Just
round.
check W and move on.
Basically fires off like a brief ultimate. Yeah, hits everyone with that.
Never heard the pro player called me. Who's that? Real fucking funny, dude. Real fucking funny.
Waylay inside it. You get the convergence buff. So you speed on in there and take
It's all
advantage
fun
of
and
the
games until I'm
massive
rank
debuff
1 again,
multiplier.
dude. It's all fun and games until then.
All right, again, we're looking at G2.
Nah, that might be a stretch,
wanting
though.
to do something proactive towards mid as they did on the prior round. Though,
7
of course,
kills,
now
chill. He
on
has ult.
The full buy as MIBR take quick control over towards B. Stealth droning out of the recall smoke.
Inching over towards B here. Prowler definitely going to get some information towards that plaza side or towards shops as Cortezia is going to give a bit of ground. But okay, uncharacteristically loses the duel out. Trent is able to get the better of him here. G2 now fan out amongst the map and try and get set up here over towards this B side where there's no Vice util laying in wait.
Aspas has some serious concerns about the flank with their wall being down, with Cortezia being down when this Nebula drops.
Yeah, rank 1 in Rivals.
The go button.
Shops has just been cleared, so it might be an opportunity for Leaf to activate, and he's going to go now.
I mean, my Groot is good, but I don't know if it's that good.
Down there, Aspas will be tucked into the corner here. Convergent paths available, but no need to make use of it yet. Still no plan. It's going to have to be Verno to step up and do the dirty work, and naturally there'll be a guided salvo to force him off the site and delay this plant further.
Why is Verno not wearing a jersey?
Trying to take a timing back, wants to even this up, but it's the flank from Leaf, so well timed.
Okay, finds him with 1, but again, it's
Not sure.
more delay. Aspas is now trying to think of a way to make a difference here. He's going to pop the conversion pass. Now Trent and Jonah look like they might be affected by it, but Aspas can't make use of this speed boost because he's hoping to tease something out instead.
At the very least, that will allow them to get the spike down there and play out this 2 versus 3, where again, it's Aspas trying to get proactive, take a forward angle.
Yep, tucked in halls here. Nice Nova Pulse. Trent got to be out of the game. He's been stunned and hindered for much of the round so far, but it's up to Shannon now in a 1 versus 3.
D2.
Trent opens around beautifully on Cortezia. and closes it off with Shannon falling.
That might be our had their moments where they could have tried to garner back an advantage, but G2 do a nice job playing that patiently.
Haven isn't in the map pool. How's it being played?
Work that flank.
Yes, it is.
After this early kill onto Cortezio was found.
Bro, this is going schizo.
Highly impactful, that one. And Ospas caught trying to get that.
Did I come back to Valo or not worth? If you play Valo, you have to play with a friend.
Yes.
You can't play alone. This game is unplayable solo queue. I haven't played and I know that.
Ultimate there. And it did hit 2 people, right? But
do not solo.
There's no need to run up. He just wanted a chance to get a plug.
If you don't got a friend, join my Discord.
Stall things out as much as they could with that Teo util and allow for a wrap from Leaf.
Standard opening I don't want this yet again, where you just place that Astra recall star over towards B, drone out of it, make sure that pillar is clear, that little corner on the left, no one's tucked there either, so we can get this free B space.
Clearly they're still cleaning the blood of Leviathan out of Verno's jersey. As Aspas wants to inch forward. Okay, Lightspeed gets him into holes.
What's happening here?
Stopped briefly by his team's own fragment.
This is a pretty cool way to take back halls. You can get so much distance with that Lightspeed dash, pop flash from your KO into halls. G2 haven't been playing there. If someone had, they probably would have gotten caught. It's a setup for a full retake.
It's hard to make use of that dash out in the open because you can't do what Jet does and dive into a cloudburst, for example, but to dive into cover, it's totally fine.
5v5 post.
Jorgamo, Jeet, if you're going to issue a challenge for Aspas to play Waylay, you better make sure you're allowed to do it yourself, buddy. On the Oru still. Artsing finds a timing, or does he know Valen's ready for it? Oh
damn.
My goodness, he emerges and Aspas just disintegrates. Verno sheepishly trying to backtrack here up towards Long, and Jorg gets himself up on the box. He'll find one. Cortezi's able to answer at the very least here, and the young gun's done his job. Surely Verno tries to hang.
Alright, that went crazy right there.
We'll have this one unraveled.
Yeah, that might be how they attempt to commit their utility there to fight forward. We saw Artsin's point of view. Those salvos force the players and link back so he can try to get forward, take the fight, but unfortunately just loses out to Valen, who then...
Nah, the one-man spam is gonna tilt me.
Domino, fast shot takes down Ospas. That makes the retake all too easy, and at that point with the util expended, the spike not planted.
Is Valen considered a fragging IGL? Yeah, he is for sure.
Pretty much fried. They have no missiles for the spike.
He is for sure.
I mean, it's beautiful for Valen. Like that retake from him, I think punishes the push. I think Cortezio, someone pushed him there in towards Link and then immediately dominated Aspas there, who hasn't found a frag since round number 2. So it's been a couple quiet ones now.
Is it a pause?
But again, there's a discussion, I think, about what Waylay's intended to do, because...
Oh, man.
And VR had to reinvent themselves a bit.
Now, though, it's a bit of an awkward buy in this round. They do have a null command to work with, so they might get within striking distance to try and fast hit this. They've got a Guardian, and Cortezi did bring a Vandal in.
Now some Razorvine lineups as well, so no players from G2 can flood back in when the sight hit comes through.
Ooh, awkward. No sheer wall trigger either. They didn't set the wall off. So there's even more stall still here for G2 once this Razorvine is cleared. And there's also some setup in halls in case Aspas tries to go there again.
And here comes that second wave of utility. Aspas is just caught in the Razorvine, can't move. Really wants to work back halls. Hasn't found success there yet. Okay, feels like it's only a matter of time though.
He's cleared it. Here's Artsy now playing pretty close with the Bucky, of course.
Astral.
Here's that Cosmic Divine getting thrown down by
Double.
MIBR. Now G2 have to consider how they make their way back
big.
in. There might be behind this Steel Garden. Flash their way in. Artsy down. Decayed.
How do they get in?
Getting picked off. Verno's able to find a shot kill. Cortezio in the corner with that single hero rifle. And up close, Artazine tries to go to work with the Bucky. He's good for one. And Professor P has to limp away. There's nothing to do.
And they could not get in there, huh?
Committed here by G2.
MIBR just finding so much value there from
I'm not gonna read that.
Wall off,
Eid
denying
Mubarak. Moral's Eid for us,
entering
but
back in from G2 so challenging.
I guess like technically.
And then realistically, how much value does a Steel Garden actually get in that situation? A lot of the players just had pistols anyhow.
used the pistol he walked into the round with to find that first kill. He had the sheriff in hand.
Why is the caster calling him
GT
Professor
just
B?
so
That's who he
unfavored
is,
having
bro.
to swing that divide.
What? Oh man, what was that shot? That's essentially just a pre-fire. On the angle prediction, swing through top. That's vile from Verna. And it's these crossfires that they've been trying to set up multiple rounds in a row now, finally bearing some fruit after being pretty much ultimately dismantled by set big retakes from G2.
Yeah, it's that two-player play out of Luke for G2 that's been quite successful, right?
After
pistol he walked into the round with to find that first kill. He had the sheriff in hand.
Why is the caster calling him Professor B?
So
That's who he is,
having
bro.
to swing that divide.
What? Oh man, what was that shot? That's essentially just a pre-fire.
Oh, yeah, is
good.
Together. Crush MIBR's economy totally flipped now.
The last time we saw MIBR on this map, it was 40 rounds of Valorant against Sentinels in that lower final. The one map they won in that series, an absolute marathon. We'll see if this one heads in a similar direction. So far, these two teams are locked in place now, heading into the 6th round. Still a bike here for some of G2, but it's ugly. They are definitely trying to save up for the next. Sheriffs and Stinger.
Maybe at some point, someone from G2 will be willing to try and push up towards B, but it's such a risk. MIBR just committing the stealth drone to taking that space at the beginning of every round, and you'd hate to be Jaw if you get caught by the suppress with it, can't teleport out in time.
It's pretty telegraphed, though. You definitely hear it coming. But, yeah, that 0 point is a little bit harder to react to.
Don't miss it too.
Okay, Aspas. Getting ready just with that refract popped. If he has to back out, then he will. But he's taken a lot of space here and seen nothing.
Man, this time G2, they do want to anchor the sight on this Eco. Jaw hoping that Aspas will dash past and he can kill someone behind him, or just shoot Aspas right in.
Oh my god.
Well. Yeah, null command active, but Jorgum is more than happy to fight with the classic and Trent.
It's working.
Himself a Vandal. It's down to 2, but Artisan is on his hands and knees. Inferno's praying that somebody can come to the rescue.
Jaw just fucked them up.
Oh, buddy, that is a dirty thrifty.
Damn.
There's a Singer, there's a couple of sheriffs. That is it.
Big
Jorgum
timeout.
hiding in the corner. With a classic.
A lovely adjustment from G2 there out of the timeout for the first time. Really setting up crossfires.
The classic is too good, bro.
Taking more of a risk here. This position from Jaw, though, really is excellent. You've seen several rounds in a row now. Aspas is just going to use the light speed, go deep into halls, far forward. And if he doesn't check that left side, which is you can't really do, he'll be able to shoot the next player coming through. I mean, at that, he even gets Aspas in the back. Cool.
They go on B again.
You know,
the classic
target was Art Zin the whole time.
Joel gets to move up.
It didn't work. Do it again. Look at Aspas' health.
He did. He took a face full of damage there on that swing. Down to a paltry 22.
And the 0 point connects onto Leaf. They won't have to deal with any Razor Vines right now. Do MIBR try to hit the gas before they get stuck? Yeah, they want to.
They've got to go for it now. While that suppression is in effect, they've got to make this happen.
What?
Gunned down by Aspas. The light speed gets him up.
There's
to
no
ground,
way.
And he back out of the fight now. Still no plant. So time being bought for G2 to filter back into position here as that Armageddon comes through.
At the moment, there's still on the clock for MIBR. They can try to slow the pace of the game here. Maybe cut noise, wait for someone on G2 to peek out. Try and punish and then go for the re-hit.
Flashing oneself onto the angle with the operator is, well, it's audacious. Here's the Steel Guard on active now. Flash, though Jorgum is able to find the shot and tries to play it with the Sheriff. Verno and Artisan, their hands are dirty though. This is getting ugly, but
oh my god, they're working them. G2 are so good. G2 are so good. They're so good.
Eco round, man. 3 of them had their guns
They're so good.
away by the Steel Garden, but the crossfires were again so effective. I really liked how MIBR played that round in the macro, taking advantage of the 0 point connection onto Leaf. I mean, second entry from Aspas off the light speed up top. The Jaw goes nuclear.
There's a lot to be said about thinking about using a Steel Garden against a team who just thrifted you because they're still holding those sheriffs. You don't always have the ability just to buy an extra sheriff to make sure you're still strong in the Steel Garden. So the timing there for MIBR kind of put them against still pretty good weapons.
Now it's 4 sheriffs for MIBR. We're trying to press up towards mid, where they have not particularly put much emphasis. It's been just straight up executes until this point.
Aspas has had 1 frag since round 2. Getting quiet on that front as he looks to try and work his way into Art. Jordan's going to see this wide swing.
Wait,
and then
what?
Refract. Aspas gets out of jail.
Oh my god.
Well, he hit him still.
Milliseconds on that refract to keep his life.
Wow.
More, but Jaw makes it look effortless as always.
A slick adjustment there.
Big.
Upward from Jorgamo to catch Aspas out. Now it's going to be a main push here for MIBR. But it is going to be seen. Jorgamo runs into all of them now with the dimensional drifters. So MIBR know they're on a clock. There's going to be pressure from G2 in the plaza direction momentarily. So there has to be a play. Nova Pulse comes down, but it's only on a clone. Jonah P tucked in the corner.
He's in the
Jorg's
rocket.
able to find the opener, and
fuck?
Trent gets a nice little pick off there with that salvo, and here it is, the push into Plaza, as predicted. And Cortesia, he's alone with the Sheriff. This town ain't big enough for him and the rest of G2, I suspect. Not much to do.
3, 2,
There it
1.
is. I heard G2 counting down the swing on stage there. They knew what they had to do.
That's 3 rounds in a row out of the timeout where G2 have been so proactive at setting up really immaculate crossfires, in the site. To the extent even that we saw, this was nuts, that timing is wild, but to the extent that we saw Jonah even just stood in a salvo forward. This is his own teammate, so he wasn't taking much damage, but it just enables G2 to lock down the site with absolute ease.
Wow.
Hugely impactful.
That was good.
At that point.
The level that he was at then, whether it's him or Leaf, those have been the silent killers on this team. While Jaws
Wayland's
was
only the
really
7th
making all
agent
of the noise,
Aspas
all
has
of the
played in VCT.
Flashy plays, the spectacle player.
5-3 is the score heading into the 9th.
Cheers to anyone. Winter Edition.
0 point comes in early, ideally to stop some of this.
Ice Vanilla Berry.
You just want to know if the defense is going to try to fight for A main. But that has just not been G2's prerogative.
No.
They've been playing slow, now adjusting to setting up a lot of crossfires, hard
okay.
entering the sites
Okay,
instead of
thank
playing
you.
full retakes, but
Thank you.
it's not
Thank
been
you.
particularly aggro from them.
No, it's a token guided salvo just to force MIBR to actually like stay honest and re-clear this area properly. But G2 are not trying to move in and populate that zone after they clear it with Teho Util early. Oh, right between the eyes, folks.
Dog's having a game.
Towards Art. Aspas got pretty deep onto that A side there, but now refracting out. MIBR definitely in a good position to hit this. As G2 want to give it up and play that full retake. 0 point came in.
The other 6 is Jet.
Even further.
Yeah, it's time for G2 to play this as the textbook illustrates. No risks, into the 5-on-4, full retake. MIBR though, it's on them to now get more proactive, find somewhere to even things up, and it might be Shenum who's about to be in this 1 versus 2.
This time he's aware of the
Break
push
it.
through Plaza. Last time he wasn't ready for it. Unfortunately,
Hudson?
Shenum went out against Jonah. He had a 1 versus 1 there.
Aspas.
And here's G2 just looking classy on these
One.
retakes. Aspas can only do so much. And
Burno
Trent
versus
ends it
4?
with the shorty. It's up to
Nah.
young Verno.
Damn. What a
Somebody
retake
who
again.
embraces
They
nonchalance
retake
as
every
an
round, dude.
existential Imperative. Unfortunately, the cool, calm, collected won't work for you there.
That's not what MIBR say. They say he's the most vocal, most
And I
excited
don't believe
player.
them. I don't believe them.
I'm gonna take Prodigy's word that his high school Spanish has got him.
What am I hearing right now? What's happening?
It was really cool, by the
Hello?
way. I've never seen that haunt. It was hitting a nice little glide off
Stop
the
it!
wall. Shenum was like, where's this thing landing, bro? I've never seen that
Just
before.
gaping at it until he has a chance to shoot at it. Okay. Should be the same here for G2, so nothing too special in A main.
Okay.
Probably just the Teo Util. Yep. As prescribed. And then really like emphasis on
Vandals,
this
they got
this art
Waylale.
area for G2, right? They really just want to deny any access through there.
Hey-ho.
I do love how
One
active
off.
G2 have been at mixing these setups up.
That one's
Especially
playing
once you
retake
get
A.
The operator into the mix with Jaw
They
and
got
the ability
Fatal.
to teleport around the map.
Let's see how he scales in.
They're playing as if there's a null command coming. It's not this route, but they are so far back off the site here.
Stealth Drone gets significant info for MIBR, who now want to get into this site.
Okay, they're getting active now. G2 starting to filter into the site. Here's a convergent path that comes
Wait,
down.
that's just sick.
Aspas, though, doesn't look to
Into
make
the
use of
pit?
the speed buff. Just tucks himself into dugout.
They see him?
G2 have to re-clear this. They're not going to be ready for it, though. Clone comes through. Aspas, dangerous here.
He got the kill.
Selma comes through and... Now,
What
well, dead if you do,
the
dead
fuck?
if you don't. Now over towards Art, though, some action.
At least he gets his.
Fade Olsen. Art's in.
For Trent is trying to find his way out here with that special delivery.
2v4.
We are in the post plant here, and G2 have to make the move, but Jorg has an op up on the side, properly playing aggressively, but now he's all alone.
Nice try.
Brought down in the end. G2, decent run of rounds put together, but MIBR this time pull up their socks and hit the A side.
They're really able to maneuver around the map in the post plant and try and take the fights to G2. They were doing that on the B site by trying to get in towards Link. In this instance, fighting over towards Arc, Tessie getting that kill, and then the team are just able to swing back together. They are really relentless.
Good. This one's good, yeah.
Post plants once they get the spike down.
Young Shenum's a really important player here in playing in an important
My favorite is
because G2 are giving up A and then late reflanking
Watermelon or peach apricot.
Shenum is the one that's normally playing top art in those situations. Tough position to be in. This time though, no aggression.
Still full buy.
It's towards art. But G2 are actually holding this quite lightly. Now the null command comes in.
With that coming in, Leaf is actually out of the radius, so we see Till on
Bro, show me the player!
And forcing Artisan forward.
Okay, Razorvine is there. Artisan is on the side now, but needs some backup. But it comes a little bit too late there. Artisan going to be brought
destroyed.
Down. What's the plan for the rest of this MIBR team? It's Verno next up with a spike close by, but they're worried about the push through water. There's nothing coming from there, though.
Yeah, MIBR, they're trying to take the time. They need to get to the spike at some point. The Prowler's just adding further delay, yeah.
Okay, Aspas does pick it up, even though there's a grapple that
They're
comes
going
in.
back?
It's just a little too late.
That spam is crazy.
Now they want to try and extract themselves here, but look at Jorgamo.
Okay, I just discovered a new spam angle. Didn't know you could do that. Should have taken some damage through the wall there out of absolutely nowhere. But yeah, as you mentioned, it's this positioning from Jaw that's allowing the rest of G2 to stay focused over towards the A site as the time is dwindling. They know that it's going to come in over here eventually.
I mean, 30 seconds. It has to be A.
I suppose they could be worried about a pivot from MIBR towards Link, though it's unlikely. Here's the Armageddon.
Oh, buddy, he's got nowhere to go.
Wait, Dayuso was so good.
That's the state of the game.
Dayuso was so good.
Towards Link, though it's unlikely. Here's the Armageddon.
Oh, buddy, he's got nowhere to go.
Wait, Dayuso was so good.
That's the state of the game.
Dayuso was so good.
Precise gunplay, and I won't hear anything else about it, Wyatt. We're going to 4v4 now in the post plant. MIBR carpet bomb that A side of the map and in a
big kill here, big kill here.
Stuck a couple players up onto A itself.
Ortizia.
This late flake, making use of the clone. Cortezia clears
I didn't clear it. 3v3.
Jorg does lose the duel in A main.
No
now,
rockets?
Still have 3 to work with.
Is Bob
Can they get
mollied?
into art? Can they work this
They have
defuse?
suck. They have
There's
suck.
still the issue of Cortezia here playing this really passive angle, but
Duck.
G2 have crossed
Rockets are coming back soon.
Short.
5 seconds.
Chenom on this corner, looking for a swing. Finds Jonah P, but it's going to be a trade now. Trent's going to try
Rocket's dead.
This lead gets it to half. Chenom, it's going to shut this down. 3 off the round, and Leaf only gets to half. It's
Wait a
round.
minute.
Excellent.
Wait a minute.
Coming in this year.
I told you he was important in his position.
On Pearl in kickoff. In the lower final was the man who dragged MIBR over the finish line against Sen. This is just absurd. You're simply not even playing a game at that point. There's no reason to even put your hand on your keyboard.
It looks like a raid boss fight mechanic, honestly. It's rough. The 4 is lava.
I love the passion. I love the passion.
And You'll notice a Cosmic Divide up here. Jogamo also one orb will give him that dimensional drift, crucial for that mid-round info.
The prior Cosmic Divide that we saw early in this half from Shenum essentially netted an entire round win for MIBR. Here it is in the same position. This time earlier, just to take the site in a safe manner. 0 point connecting onto Valorant, so he's not even going to take any kind of risk. Straight up 5-on-5.
Valorant though can set up a retake wall with his own Cosmic Divide and hit this site, right?
Yeah, and there it is. And in addition to that, they have a dimensional drift in Jaw.
Wait, he baited out the Vizel.
On the flank.
I love this. They're pushing off the side. Steel Garden's active. Valorant's
Wow.
stuck in the corner. With the,
Good
I guess
clear.
it was a shorty. Nothing to be done about it. Here's that retake Cosmic Divide, but MIBR have control of tower. Now,
This round's over, I think.
forced into the role of attacker here from the same positions to boot. They're on the wrong side of the retake wall. They can't make use of this Astra ultimate right now. With Cortesi and Zenom
That's
able to
tough.
bring them down.
Nice try.
It's all up to Trent here.
That was
He is
hard.
nowhere near
6-6.
the action.
This game is
Clean
pretty
execution, flawless round
pretty
for MIBR
insane.
to end the half.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This game is pretty insane right now.
A final round that beautifully
I've been kinda
illustrates
just
the game plan from MIBR
munching away,
to
but
continue playing
these rounds are kinda
relentlessly
nuts.
after they've got the spike down, finding the timing to push through the wall to kill Valen, who was relegated to simply using
Damn.
40 off the Steel Garden. Excellent decision, and then that immediate pivot back to fight towards Link. All those flankers, who cares? We're just fighting forward as a unit.
Wait, they're talking in English.
How MIBR
Sid, I
decided
didn't
to play those
understand
first
you.
classes. The big reason to me that they've been able to keep even on the scoreboard.
Genuinely sick game.
Skip it.
G2 put
Here we
the
go.
emphasis on
We're
aim
live.
and control, recovering the orb, and they sniff this out. They're ready to fight, refight into mid.
Jono able to check that now. Have to fight
That
for this,
far
he
up?
steps up, but there's no space
They
in
went
there.
all the
Nobody
way up
follow
top
on that
mid?
at all.
And hoping that he wouldn't be running into an actual horde of G2. Wanted to take an honest 1v1, but a dishonest 2v1 is the result of his death.
Yes, let's blame it on G2. Yeah, very, very good, very good. I like a bit of projection. Plaza reacquired by G2, but they have left, of course, Valorant over towards that A side of the map. And expect the game to slow down a little bit here, folks. If G2 go on the attack side, they're a little more methodical, and they're likely to want to choke MIBR out of options.
And juxtaposed to the MIBR comp, they have better info gathering with their initiators as well, having the Fade in the mix, so they can take their time exploring Link and Art in the mid rounds, which is something that MIBR couldn't always afford to do, just having that stealth drone.
Okay, so C's goes
4v5
into the
post.
back there towards
Wait,
Diana, and he's
Jonah?
gonna pop
Dead.
this. Cortesi is gonna step
Life
up.
of a
He's
planner.
gonna be the one that finds the opener. Spike plant interrupted here.
Life of a
Shield
planner.
wall activated, but the rest of G2 will be able to filter into the site now. Is Cortesi a bit of an issue though? No, they haven't been able to dig him out of dugout.
Out in the
What a
open,
shot.
Shot down, headshot from Cortesia.
100% HSP on Cortesia. He has 9 headshots, 9 kills.
Staggered hero towards his A side though, as Jordan wants to take a swing. Good damage. Verno, Cortesia, very, very low. The guy that comes in and Trent will
Jogamo.
An ignoble end to someone who's had a great round.
What the
Cortesia will
fuck?
That is sick. You can't
Dude.
respect at the door. This is the kaiju battle of the ages.
Okay.
Aspas will throw down.
That was sick. I'm not gonna
The
lie, bro.
ultimate
That was
spectacle
fucking
player.
sick.
That is just silly, to be honest.
Wait, you can't be showing
It's
Aspas like that
cool,
after.
but it's so
That's actually
silly.
BM from production.
Come on, man. This flick onto Shenum
That was dirty,
insane, but
bro.
That was a pivotal moment for
That
real,
was
because
dirty.
Shenum had been taking his time working through Art. Was going to be that late nail in the coffin for MIBR.
Yo, you are cooking.
Playing a really good defense. All of that utility that they sent out on the spike tap to find that kill, cause delay, was excellent. It is the star power of G2 bringing
Nice
them over
dagger.
the finish line in that instance, getting them the advantage in the second half.
Eco for MIBR.
Flashy G2. It's a lot of fun to
Marshall.
watch now. Quite the evolution for this team. A main control taken. Orb control secure. Jorgamo 2
That was a
away
good
from the
soundbite.
next
Yeah, that was
drift.
good.
And of course, diligently, Leaf is watching the push into Plaza. Unless Cortesia gets an itchy trigger finger. Okay, well, be that way sometimes, Mr. Aspas.
That's tough. Immediately shut
They
down.
put
That
down
was
the goat.
one weapon
They
for
put down the
MIBR.
goat.
Aspas loves to get that
Drinking tea.
round two
Marshall action.
Marshall. Sometimes they even go crazy and invest.
NT, I think.
Get him an outlaw.
What does
and
that
have some
mean?
Cash.
So Verno here just ready with some stall util. 0 point here could also be a bit awkward for G2. It's really about timing for Artesine. Okay, surely about now. Pop that. Still, this util's going to come on in.
Good dagger.
Util from Verno is going to
That's a
slow
big
G2
kill.
up, but Leak's already got an activated there over towards Link. Artisan wants to challenge this.
The classic.
Smoke. Then he gets riddled with bullets. Genom here ready. Flash doesn't really go off as Arcros is blocked there by Nebula, but Leaf is still able to cut him down to size. Cortesia.
No! Wasn't a headshot. It wasn't a headshot.
Will kick him out the round.
A bit of damage done, but ultimately pretty irrelevant. The best guns still carried over by G2, who are beginning to take lead in the second half. So far, this game delivering on the promise of our
Here we go,
first
bonus.
seed winner G2 versus the third seed.
Now the Bulldog is actually just nice.
At the time in the offseason to keep improving on this new young roster.
And looking at how Sentinels are looking right now, this could be our number 2 team, one that's shaping up. I mean, Crow also looks pretty good here, but a lot to get excited about if you're an MIBR fan.
Yeah, there's so much influx right now at the top of the scene. Obviously, early days in stage 1, so we don't really know where to rank teams at this point.
First gun round, MIBR
Go
actually initially want to fight for this A main position, but it's a bit of a ruse.
Start A main, now he's through Shri and they split B.
Looking for that link control, dimensional drift though, does spot Artisan pretty instantly. They know he's there.
Oh fuck, he's back top mid.
The speed that he's able to gain info for the team. They don't actually pivot into the full B execute G2. They didn't have the timing to do it with their players still working.
They're playing games with us. I think the Vice Wall stopped the split, right?
In B main, a re-exposure.
Oh, that sucks.
A valuable
headshot,
kill
right?
Through the smoke from Cortesia. Really throws a spanner in the works. G2 had fantastic map control.
They got this A control though, just as MIBR want to explore up main.
They gotta be aware of main. They gotta be aware of main.
Snuck in here. Oh, they're gonna get pincered here. MIBR in a bit of a dangerous spot. Aspas might be aware of it now as that horn got cleared.
They get flanked. Oh, the wide swing.
He can rely on Aspas to get the job done. He finds one. Genom gets involved and G2 again
Flanked
shot in the
again.
back of the head as now Jorg is surrounded. His bonus round not going the way they would have liked.
30 seconds
That was
left.
just a beautiful call from Aspas Shenum, whoever made it to retake
Oh,
main
shit!
control as he shuts down the last. Nothing for Jaw to do. Mid-round pivot, though, to understand that the A split was inevitably coming. Let's take this 2v2 forward. Little bait and switch. Shenum, the one to break the Prowler, so Aspas can get that free swing onto Trent, catch him with the util out. And then they double face onto the second player. That is just some excellent fundamental play on display there from MIBR. I think must-win round keeps their economy alive.
To pick up a
Why was Tarek playing for a second? How do you guys think I'm shit?
There as well to break what looked like it would be a bit of a pinch. Okay, are we up against the barrier now? G2 though really
Like,
just sort of postured here early round.
It's never like the guy has 30 kills, he just like Tarek for real. The guy has 4 kills, he just like Tarek for real. That's crazy, bro.
Huge util commitment from G2 to take this space. They want to just excel into the site.
There might be a timing here for Jorg.
We don't think you are shit, brother. You are shit. All right, my bad.
Jorg has the line. He's going to be able to sneak down so far. Genom's got to be careful. He can be cleared from this position with Taeho Util when it comes
what?
to the line, but Leaf gets it done the old-fashioned way. Again, another lurk.
How did he die?
Pays off for G2.
Very straightforward, fast round thrown into the mix from G2, who typically are known for playing very slow-paced, sensible, well-called attack side rounds.
Yeah,
ample time to really flex his IGL muscles, but sometimes you want to just throw something in the mix that the other team are not going to expect.
Of course I do, bro. Come on, wake up.
Gives them a taste of their own medicine on that round, gets a free kill through smoke straight away to enter into the site. Can't be too mad at that.
And I just love
the
timing that Jorg's able to find there. It's really nice. And that's probably the beauty in this G2
team.
How they've become more multifaceted since adding him to
I'm
the
an 8th man for Cubert Academy.
They kind of meet Jorg in the middle. It's his aggression.
If our 6th and Rob can't play, they bring me in.
They kind of find a balance. And Jorg's able to just do that. Just look for opportunities when there otherwise might not be one.
That's what we've been talking about G2 for so long. They could get that X-Factor player. Take them into that next echelon. We know that they could
look at this kill, look at this kill.
One of, if not the best team in the world. They were so close to proving that at Bangkok, just barely falling short.
Are we serious?
12-10 on the final map against
Team don't remind me, dude.
back. No, but there's always questions.
Chat, don't ever forget.
Teams come back to play the stage.
Then I'm closer to Aspas than you are to me.
Are they exhausted while the other teams
how
are
it goes?
prepping and scrims? They don't know what to expect. While teams like MIBR have been able to watch
Something like that, bro.
everything they do. They're already mixing it back up. New comp on Pearl, straight away from G2. You love to see the effort being put in from them, how dynamic this team has become.
And this time now, it's a pretty known and noted push over towards Arch here. And bit of back and forth, but Leaf does at least secure the trade. Now he's again aware of a pushback in towards Plaza.
4v4. Leaf is that guy.
Start to extract themselves here from this A main.
Aspas solo B.
Has been embedded fairly far forward over on B, taking that initial contact. And
it's all my 6-5.
Just use the light speed dash away very quickly to safety in the B site.
But for real, like not on some bullshit.
Info gain from him that's got MIBR focused over towards A. You can even see they have the shear. That's
real ones will vouch.
Is this re-clear of Link here by Leaf into water? Oh, he's gonna buy.
You changed POVs there?
But elsewhere, things work out. MIBR have Aspas pushed up. He's able to find the frag, and he might want to stick around here. Saturate gonna be thrown out.
30 seconds left.
He does have the ability to refract should he need to, and he does. Oh, body straight
Shit.
into the Venn diagram of murder. You
Shit,
hate to
bro.
see it. Now Murder's gonna pick up the tower position a little bit low. But does have a salvo to disrupt the plant.
They're low as well. Is the time. Valen's going to take a fair amount of damage. It might just go down, and he does so into the 2-on-2.
He had to stick it, though.
The stones on that guy to stick it. My goodness. Now, a bona fide 2 versus 2.
Look at Leaf. Oh, he's
it's
coming
still
back.
Leaf going poking around towards Link.
At the moment, Trent has no utility. His salvos haven't cycled back up yet, so maybe MIBR can do something within this window.
There's a crossfire here, though, for the attackers, excuse me. Leaf and Trent can play off.
Oh my god, that's dirty.
Bullet straight to the throat. And now it's Shenham in the unenviable position of having to walk up, but he consults his gods briefly before Trent deals him a mortal blow. Now G2 starting to strike. This lead a little more.
That was such a snappy adjustment from Leaf to find that initial kill. Sick individual play from him. One of the other G2 players and just players in Americas in general that's been at the top. His run through kickoff
in the middle of the open
was
because I might have to.
What the fuck?
Outrageous. You guys are getting silly.
Hey, what?
They're feeling good.
Alright, that's gonna be a gift or something.
Individual mortal blow. Now G2 starting to stretch this lead a little more.
That was such a snappy adjustment from Leaf to find that initial kill. Sick individual play from him. One of the other G2 players and just players in Americas in general that's been at the top. His run through kickoff
in the middle of the open
was
because I might have to.
What the fuck?
Outrageous. You guys are getting silly.
Nah.
After this timeout,
previous.
I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
What the fuck? Is this the reference?
I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
What the fuck? Is this the reference?
We're gonna jump in here and we see Aspas has taken up the operator.
taking up the operator on a round where MIBR really can't afford a phenomenal buy around it. And they've just got a Stinger, all regen armors. What can Shenham even bring into this realistically?
That's
So
jokes.
it's going to be on the back of their
That's
star
jokes.
duelist.
What's my favorite day at the gym? Rest day. Same as my favorite day in school. Recess or lunch.
All-time great duelist main showdown.
Nah, my favorite day is probably
Given he has the op, Aspas is not going to push up
chest shoulder.
early in the round. He's going to note the fact that there are some Astra stars in play. Here comes Dork, might want to make a fast push of it.
Eco round for MIBR.
Thrown out. Aspas, of course, behind these boxes won't be affected, but he has to post up on this angle somehow, and he has to do so without getting ruined.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not really much setup for him to get on that. There's not a great flash.
He just has
those
to.
could be sent out by Cortezia. Yeah, that is really the one option he's got.
Your favorite day is leg day? Me too.
This is the methodical G2 kicking in at a time.
I just did that
like
shit
this.
today,
And
for sure.
Aspas has made use of that refraction.
Bring plates type shit.
And
That'd
then
be
you know
up.
when that arc rose is popped after the nebula drop that someone is taking an angle. Let's just stay hidden.
I'm actually working out my legs right now onto the table. You can't see it. I'm going crazy.
And we're gonna go there for the
I stay working out my legs all day, every day.
Noise cut.
Team legs.
This is awkward for Aspus now. Nightfall comes in. Burner going to be affected and look to back away, try and buy some time.
Big trade
for Aspus, but he threads the needle. It's traded though. Jorgamo gets into the site. Cosmic Divide deployed here by G2. There is a retake wall for Zenom that he can throw down. But G2 now can swarm over this B site and his crossfires can be set up.
Leaf has rotated. He's made it over to the team. Does Jaw want to flash in through? Yeah, it looks like he wants
Sing
to
in the
fight
smoke.
through this.
Can this see your feet? Can this see your feet?
Where are we?
Brother, you are dead!
Being thrown down. That is a G2 one, so a little bit awkward for the players in towards Link, and Jorg is tucked up on this corner.
They know you're there.
Suppression here on Jorg, little awkward.
What?
Doesn't seem to matter though. 3 for him for the round. It's going to have to be an
Ew!
screen through the box, but Chenem, the one sheriff in the round, gets some value. It's going to be a Valorant and Artscene.
What?
Will
They
put a
won
stop
that?
to him. MIBR dig their claws in and maintain a foothold on Pearl.
That seemed absolutely unrecoverable.
Oh
Leaf,
my
while the prior
God.
round was hitting the
I can't believe
snappiest of
it.
Headshots, sloppy with that
Just
spray
drops
down.
the spaghetti.
And ultimately punished to the max for it. Artsin, who's been a hero for this team, really a standout. Slow to start, but coming to life in a round that keeps MIBR alive.
Oh, buy it. I got bond as fuck.
This last duel win off the tap, expecting the swing, snap onto Velen, beautiful. From the IGL for the Brazilian team.
And that was the economy for MIBR.